Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guide 365, and in today's video I'm going to go over my 2021 collection of Criterion Edition Blu-rays. If you're new to the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification. You can also find me over Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd at Movie Guide 365. Okay, in this video I will be going over the 2021 collection update of my Criterion Edition Blu-rays. As a physical media collector, it's nice to do update videos once in a while, and I thought I would start with the Criterion Edition Blu-rays. Now, when I have my collection out on display, I pretty much separate them by 4K Ultra HDs. I have a separate section for Blu-rays, Blu-ray 3D. Criterion has their own section, and I also have a separate section for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I thought in this particular video, I would just go over the Criterion Edition Blu-rays. Now with Criterion Editions usually being a little bit more on the pricier sides, I normally wait for the big Barnes & Noble Criterion sales or even the Criterion website sales before, investing in a particular movie. So I don't normally get them on a monthly basis. So my Criterion Edition collection, of course, is not going to be nearly as big as my standard Blu-rays or my 4Ks, but I still enjoy picking them up. I always look out for those random flash sales as well. But I also encourage you in the comment section to let me know what I should be on the lookout for in the future. So let's not waste any time, let's jump right in. Okay, before we begin, a lot of people usually ask what I use to store my Blu-rays and 4K discs. These are Besta cabinets from IKEA. As far as I know, they still sell them. I don't know if they still sell them in this particular color. I actually need to get another one, so I'll be finding out pretty soon. I'll be going to my local IKEA, and they cost about $80. They're about, I believe, like 36 inches wide, and a couple feet tall. So, yeah, they're really good for storing 4K and Blu-ray discs. So, all right, let's jump in. So, just to give you a quick update. So, actually, this one, 310 to Yuma. I just recently picked this one up. I think it was in the November sale, but really classic Western. The Before trilogy is my favorite. It really is probably my favorite in the Criterion. It's a great series. I love the first two movies. The third one can get a little bit heavy, but it's still very enjoyable. Being John Malkovich, awesome movie, awesome. Just very stylistic kind of a film. I remember when I first saw it, I didn't really particularly care for it, but I've grown to really enjoy that one. Belle de Jour, I watched one about 6 months ago. It's really great cinema. The Black Stallion. Black Stallion was actually the very first book, real book I read when I was a kid. So I've always been drawn to that movie. It's beautifully made. So, we have Blowouts, Blue Velvet. Yeah, I'm not going to read all the titles, but just some notable ones. Brazil, love that one. Terry Gilliam, great film. Brief Encounter. Carnival of Souls I picked up last year. Check that one out. If you like some great atmosphere, classic horror, that's a cool movie to get into. Chronos, Days of Heaven, Terrence Malick, great movie. It's really I would say it's very early Terrence Malick, but it still showcases off the director's talents really nicely. Dead Man, nice, good movie. Jim Jarmusch. Detour, yeah, that one was I forgot how short this movie was, but it's still great film noir. It's really pretty awesome. The Devil's Backbone, Do the Right Thing. I just picked up the 4K edition, and of course this one will always be in my collection because of the extras and other supplemental materials that are part of it. Election, awesome. Election's another one that I really wasn't a huge fan of when it first came out. It wasn't until I got older that I really kind of appreciated it, but it's just a fantastic movie. The Elephant Man came out last year. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, awesome. I feel one of Johnny Depp's better performances. Hunter S. Thompson, pretty awesome. Let's see, what is that? Oh, yeah, the game. I would love a 4K edition of that one. I think the Criterion is good, but I definitely think that it could look better on 4K. Yeah, Ghost Dog, The Way of the Samurai also came out last year. Really cool film. Ghost World. Yeah. Hidden Fortress. This one, you know, if you're a Star Wars fan and you want to see a lot of the influences from Star Wars, the original Star Wars, pick up the Hidden Fortress. Ikiru, awesome cinema. Just really pretty awesome. Love it. The Innocents. Yeah, if you saw like The Haunting of Bly Manor, that one is directly influences that show. It really has a lot to do with it. Inside Llewellyn Davis, one of my favorites in this particular collection. The Coen brothers, you know, really a great tale. Oscar Isaac is phenomenal in this one. Just really cool flick. And of course, The Irishman came out last year. What can I say about that one? It's phenomenal. Check that one out. The Killers, really awesome flick. Love it. Kiss Me Deadly. That's another film noir that's just really, I feel, underappreciated in today's audiences. It's pretty awesome. Quite On. Good, like, just a, you know, great anthology. There's a lot of more modern films or films that came out later that are directly influenced this anthology. It's pretty awesome. Lady Snowblood. I've had this on Criterion for about a year. I still haven't watched it. I've seen the movies, but I have to go and actually watch this one. Lost in America. Albert Brooks. Just a good. Like, I'm not typically an Albert Brooks fan. I mean, Defending Your Life. I love that one, and Lost in America is my other one that I go to for his work. But yeah, it's a cool flick. Yeah, The Lure. Check out The Lure. If you want a good take on a mermaid story, like a good adult take on a mermaid story, check out The Lure. Marriage Story. That one, it's difficult to watch it, but it's great. Criterion did a good job on this one. Yeah, just pretty awesome. It's great performances. Scarlett Johansson, Adam Driver, pretty good in that one. Really good. Yeah, Moonrise Kingdom. Love this one. Just a good, you know, if you know the director's work, you know his style filmmaking, and I think Moonrise Kingdom does a great job. I think it's one of his better movies. Mulholland Drive, you know, David Lynch at his best. There's a lot of, you know, stories behind this film, but it's very haunting. Moonlight, yeah, really good flick. Just picked that up last year. Came out the same week or two within Ghost Dog Way of the Samurai, so that one was from last year. The New World, Terrence Malick again. Just, I love this movie. It's one I watch. I think it's one of my favorites of his. Like, I would say, you know, The Thin Red Line, of course, which is in this collection as well. But The New World, it's really a good movie. Yeah, Night of the Living Dead, the classic. You know, you can't do much better than that. Pan's Labyrinth. Once again, I have the 4K edition of this one, but of course this will stay in my collection. Parasite, same deal. This one came out last year. Obviously, there was like 3 editions of this movie that came out last year. Of course, the standard Blu Ray, the 4K, and then we have the Criterion here, which the sole reason I have this one is for the black and white version. Like, that's really, I think if there was just a straight up movie, I don't think I would have invested in it. But, you know, the black and white edition is here on Criterion. Personal Shopper. That one, yeah, check that one out. I am not a Kristen Stewart fan, but that is such a good movie. I really enjoy that one a lot. You know, The Phantom Carriage, once again, that's old style, spooky Hollywood cinema. Just really check that one out if you want some good classic cinema. The Princess Bride, good, of course, classic. It really is. Punch Drunk Love, one of my favorite Adam Sandler performances, like by far. Great film, great film. There's talk of a 4K edition of this coming within a year or two, so we'll see what happens, but I can't see giving up my Criterion, but I would definitely invest in a 4K edition. I just watched this one about a week ago, Red River, John Wayne, and it's a good, gritty Western. Really, it still packs a punch. It's beautifully shot, but it's if you want a good old style Western, Red River on Criterion has a wonderful edition. Of course, we have Roma here, Alfonso Cuarón, beautifully made movie. Rushmore, one of my favorite Wes Anderson movies. I know I was talking about Moonrise Kingdom a moment ago, but yeah, that one I think Rushmore was actually my first Wes Anderson movie, so it kind of just will hold that special place. The Samurai trilogy. It took me about a year and some change to watch all three films, but I did watch them last year. Great classic samurai. Sanjuro, awesome movie. Seven Samurai, of course. What can I say about that one that hasn't already been said plenty of places? But Stalker. This one, you have to see this one if you want some great, just good old-fashioned sci-fi element kind of movie. Stalker's the way to go. I love it. I go back to that one quite a bit. Sword of Doom. One of my favorite go-tos, like kind of hard samurai type of movie. Michael Mann's Thief. Yeah, just classic. Michael Mann is a talented filmmaker, and this one is really up there for me. The Thin Red Line, once again, Terrence Malick, beautiful Criterion. Love this movie. I watch it at least every year or so. Actually, I'm due to watch it again pretty soon, so I'll probably check that out very soon as well. Three Outlaw Samurai. This one was actually a recommendation from a good friend of mine, and I loved it. There was a lot of influences that you could definitely tell in later films. Throne of Blood. I love this one. Just a good old fashioned, just a great Japanese tale, and just go to it. Go watch this one. I just love it. Traffic. Very heavy movie, very heavy. But the performances in this one are phenomenal. Just a good flick. The Tree of Life. Terrence Malick again. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite of his works. I feel it does get a little bit overly long. Some Malick films do, but I still enjoy this one. It's quite a bit. The Uninvited, good flick. Really, really good one. Vampire. This one was purely a recommendation. I like some good classic horror, and of course one of the original vampire stories. Just a good movie. Good movie. War of the Worlds, the classic, is here. I love this one. I picked this one up last year, and the transfer on this one is fantastic, just phenomenal. And of course, Yojimbo. It pretty much you pair that with Sanjuro, it comes together. So. Good classic samurai flick. And finally, the Criterion edition of the Godzilla set. It's a nice, big, massive collection. It's really difficult to fit on the shelf. I kind of had to take off one of the shelvings for the unit. I'm going to have to figure out a more permanent solution for that. But worth every penny. If you're a Godzilla fan, definitely check that one out. So that is my 2021 Criterion edition Blu-ray collection. I want to hear from you in the comments section below. What Criterion Blu-ray should I look out for in 2021? I want to hear your thoughts. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.